to this, who knows me, they know that I will voluntold people in a minute. So I really, really appreciate Monica coming. I told her, I said, Monica, you will be on Sundays with TRM next Sunday. Aren't you excited? And she said, absolutely, absolutely. She said, I am coming on. And she was so excited to be here. But Monica has an amazing product, and Talya's been talking about it a lot. And we wanted to make sure that everybody was able to see exactly what Monica has to offer. So we are excited to have her here. Look, and I see Miss Clarette in the background. So I think maybe I'm going to volunteer Miss Clarette too to come on and talk about her amazing product as well. So we're excited to have everybody here. Look at Miss Clarette's face. Gonna shrink down in a chair. Look, she went from this big
She
to
said, I didn't order any of this. I'm just on here for more support for the people. I did not order it. T-Bell, you got this. We're not talking about today. We're not talking about today. So
we're not talking about today.
We're talking about in the future.
We're talking about the future. That's right. She was
She's
like,
like, "Ooh, let me clutch my pearls." Ooh.
Look, Stephanie said, she said, I stay ready. I stay ready. I stay ready. Look. Oh, wait a minute, Stephanie. See. She's Stephanie. She was like, I stay ready. All right. Well, I'm excited to have everybody here. We are super, super excited to have everybody here. And as you guys know, we always like to have a conversation with those who have their cameras on. And let's see here. Who shall we talk to today? I see a brand new face. I see a brand new face. Yolanda, how are you? How are you? Look, Yolanda's eyes got big as quarters. Her eyes got big as quarters. Her eyes got big as quarters. How are you, Yolanda? It's nice to see you.
I'm good. How's everybody?
Uh, we are all doing well. We are all doing well. So, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Do you have a business? What's going on with you? What did you accomplish this week if you do have a business?
I have an embroidery business,
Oh, okay.
and my accomplishment this week is realizing that it's time to start outsourcing things instead
Amen.
of doing everything on my own.
Yolanda, I believe in outsourcing. I, be- I believe it. Let me lower my hand. See, even the system knows I believe in outsourcing. I believe in outsourcing. Talia knows I will. I will outsource in a minute. I would create the design, send it off for somebody else to print it in a minute. So if outsourcing will help your business, but remember, always, always, always make sure that you factor in your outsourcing costs, the going and coming to pick up, your shipping,
Mm-hmm.
anything that you have, make sure that you always factor that cost in because that's your time. You found the vendor, all those things, you've got to make sure that that's factored into your cost.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I'm excited about that. What is the name of your business, by the way?
It's Mindful Faith Embroidery.
So everybody, Yolanda's here. She has Mindful Faith Embroidery, and she has decided that she can't do it all. And that is a great way to expand your business as well. When you know that
Right.
your business is growing and you're able to outsource, and you're able to outsource that and give other people an opportunity to help their businesses grow as well. So you become the figurehead and you grow your business up under you. So I think that is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That is amazing. So thank you so much for having that
Thank
conversation.
you.
And I was like, this is the last time that I turn my camera on. No, we love to see your smiling faces. We do. We love to see your smile. And that's the way everyone learns about your business and learns who you guys are. And you guys get comfortable about being on camera. When you have these small conversations, you learn how to be on camera and be able to talk to your audience. So we're excited to have you on and have all of you guys on. And if you guys haven't noticed, Nikki has orange hair today. She no longer has purple hair because most of the time Nikki has purple hair, but she has orange hair on
I
today.
did because I was going to save them, but I changed my mind.
She's feeling a little bit spicy. She's feeling a little bit spicy today. Right, Nikki? She's like, yeah, maybe not. But I see that she's feeling her little avatar has orange hair today instead of purple hair. So we notice all things. So we were watching the whole camera, and all of you guys in the squares. You're like, how do you guys notice these things? We notice little bitty things in the squares all the time. So we're excited to have you guys. But as always, we like to turn this section over to Martine. Like Talya says, nobody does the wheel better than Martine. Talya does a good job on the wheel. Regina does not do the wheel at all. At all. Can I say that one more time? At
The
all.
people said that I did a terrible job on the wheel. That's what them people said. Them people said, girl, we thought we wasn't gonna get no prizes that night.
Y'all
Yeah,
are terrible. All this knowledge and skill and technique. So we talking about a copy and paste and a click.
baby. I, I,
Oh,
Now
I'm
you
not
know it's
doing it.
more than that. Now you know it's more than that.
copy paste
Okay.
clip, y'all. Don't let don't be dismayed. Don't be dismayed. Good evening, good evening. It is the night before children return back to school at my home. Many are unhappy, but as you can see, I am. Good evening. I'm so glad to be back for another week of Sunday with TRM. And let's talk prizes. So at the end of this call, our participants, panelists, and sometimes even our team, we give away prizes, but you do have to be on the wheel to receive said prizes. So couple of ways to win. One of the first ways is to sign up and listen. Diana, the glow is real. I love them children. It's been a long summer though. It's been a long summer. All right. So one of the first ways you can get entry is filling out that link. Okay, fill out that link, sign up to our email list, and you will get an entry. The second way that you get an entry is, oh, look at it. I see y'all. See, oh, my old heads, y'all already on it. I see the shares. You're gonna share the live. Okay. There are a lot of metrics that go into place into whether or not content gets communicated further out. The algorithm pushes things out when people are actively sharing it. So one way that you can uplift and support the Sundays with TRM show and all of its panelists is simply sharing the live. In order to get an entry, though, it has to be to a public group and it has to be a public post. Otherwise, I will not see your name. All right. So those are the two ways that you can um, earn a prize on the prize wheel. Sharing tonight's live via Facebook or filling out that form. All right. I look forward to seeing the goodies that you guys receive at the end of this call.
Real
Thank
quick,
you
Martine, have them
for
to
sure.
stay at the end because
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Well, I mean, we always recommend that you stay, and the team has been working to really refine our processes so we're not keeping East Coast too late at night. So make sure you stay because there are definitely some special prizes. You never know what's getting given away, whether it's on the wheel or not, if you know it.
Just a little hint. There's a little hint at the end. William chimed in at the end. Look at Stephanie. Stephanie doing the lean in. What you say now? What you say now? Stephanie did a lean in. She said, I heard William come in. I heard William come in. Uh, we're super excited. The wheel is always amazing. There's definitely some amazing things that are going to happen tonight. But I don't know if you guys have checked your chat GPT yet and upgraded to chat GPT 5. Did you see the rainbows that happened? And did you say goodbye to our amazing, absolutely fabulous 4.0 and 3.0? Did everybody say goodbye to them? Are we excited about the new 5? Or are we like, please give me back my Dr. Kara, I see your face. I see your face. You're not excited? You can unmute Dr. Kelly and tell us the truth. How do you feel about the new 5? Mhm.
Okay. I realized a couple days ago that they'd updated it, and I said, "Oh yeah, I like new stuff." Okay, so I asked it what was its capabilities.
Mhm.
What you do, And so I think I posted it on in my Facebook page. And so it told me what it did. And I said, okay, well, print that out so I can I can share with others. Misspelled all the words. I'm like, these are your words. How you gonna misspell them? When I told it to turn it into a graphic. So I'm like, oh, mm. You need to fix that, you know? So I asked it to rate itself, and it said that compared to what we used to have, we did make some changes that I said, oh, you won't be critical for you. So it says, well, I need to give you the comparisons, but I haven't tried any of the new things. I just wanted to see if it would do what it already did for me better.
Yeah.
And
I
I don't see that.
Yeah, the model is supposed to switch between deep learning. It's supposed to switch between all the models depending on what you put in it. So it's not really switching the way it should. And he acknowledged that, like if you go on his page on X, I know we all don't like to go over to X. It's a little grimy over there, but Sam put a open letter on X saying that, there were some difficulties with the rollout of 5. And if you wanted to stay on 4, there is a way that you can go into your settings and switch back over to 4. They're giving you the options to do so for right now until they fix some of the bugs in 4. So I mean in 5, but I think we should all understand that we are in the what I was listening to a guy this morning that said that if you are following the changes and you are waiting for 5 to change over of the what happened? I lost. Oh, uh, Martine being Martine was on it. She was like, you are part of the top 10% of the population who were waiting for the changeover. So we are all ahead of the game who are part of this AI space. We knew that the changeover was happening. And OpenAI actually did this changeover for the 90% of the people who didn't, just woke up and said, oh, look at the pretty colors, right? So they didn't know that there was a changeover. They never knew to go use the drop down menu. They never knew that there was a deep learning module. They never knew about Canvas. They just knew that that stupid popover happened. They didn't even know what it was called, right? So we are the only ones that really kind of knew that all this stuff was there. But we use deep learning to make GPTs. We use deep learning to do all the different things. We needed it to follow a certain train. We needed it to do X, Y, and Z, and it's not doing those things. So they're actively working to fix it. Hey, Nikki, you have a question?
I don't know if it's necessarily a question. But I did, well, two things. Yes, I found the setting today to go to 4.0 because we were having issues. Tracy and I were just not communicating. And I spent an hour talking to him yesterday, just trying to get him to get some act right.
Mm-hmm.
But today he's better. But then I also found 4.0. What I was going to do a post about, hear the words coming out of my mouth, Martine. What I was going to do content about was that for people like me who have ADHD and zero patience, that whole thinking, I'm thinking, let me tell you what I'm doing. Yeah, yesterday I went down the street and now I'm writing about this. And then in a second, I'll be telling you about something else. I can't. I'm not able to can. So, right under where it tells you all the things that it's been doing on every street, there's a button that says click for faster reply or something like that. I'm calling that the ADHD button. So, if you click it, it will give you just a really quick response and it can bypass telling you its whole life and then it'll give you what you need. So, that's my PSA for the day.
Thank you, Nikki, because there are a lot of people, but remember, it's it actually it's switching between models. So depending on what you're doing, I want you to take this into account. Depending on what you're doing, you may need it to be in that model that thinks, right? So you may need it to be in the model that goes out to the web, goes, picks up something, and then comes back to you. Because when you're in the shorter model, it's only going to give you micro bursts of information. It's not going to give you the whole complete picture. It's only going to give you that like snippet of information. So remember, like if you want a bigger, more complete picture, let it think, let it go, let it come back.
I was allowing it to do that, but when I didn't need it to do that, and
Oh
I
yeah,
had to wait
absolutely.
1 minute and 21 seconds, I felt away. But if I need an answer, if it doesn't give me everything that I need, then I'll just ask it to do a deeper dive.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I can't
Absolutely.
the way I'm not able to can. So just right underneath, there's a line, everyone, that says answer me now.
Yeah.
So click it. It's
Look,
lovable.
go. So I know that Talia noticed something as far as the art was concerned. Her best friend in the world, Dali, has been upgraded to 5. Yes, she showed some amazing pictures. So if you guys are rendering and you guys go into the Dali app, it has been rendered, gone up to 5 as well. So just go there and play around in it as well. And then Martine, you had a couple things that you wanted to talk to about 5.
For sure. So when I got 5, so first let me step back. If you don't have 5 yet, which I think most people have 5, but I want to make sure I say this just in case they don't. Um, and this is any app, ChatGPT, apps on your phone. If they say there are new features, but you don't see those features, do these things. Clear your cache. If it's on your computer, clear your cache. Sign out and sign back in. Sometimes you've got to do a whole reset on the whole computer. um all of that can kind of give your computer that reset so that you have better access to any features or updates. When you're dealing with an app on your phone, simply go to your app store, whichever device you have, and update. There were some Instagram updates recently, and I was like, I don't see them, and then I did an update and everything. Okay, so that's just general practice. So that's how you can get access if you don't have access to it yet. What I experimented with is I went back and looked at old art GPTs that I made or old art GPTs that I had purchased. So I've been telling everyone, hey, go look at your old art GPTs, render with the old art GPTs. I had some that did pretty doggone good. And then I had some others that weren't that good. So I've got some tinkering to do. But I'm also planning, now that 5 is here, I am going to rewrite my old art GPTs to see how they function. And then to Talya's point about um Dali getting the upgrade, I think we're missing a huge opportunity here to write prompts for Dali and to make sure people understand that workflow, and that if you're not happy with GPT-5, or you're not necessarily happy with your art coming from your GPTs, look for the opportunity. A strong prompt guide or Canva app, and you lead it all back to Dali, can be just as resourceful and successful as a GPT itself. Okay. So don't give up on it. If you kind of push back, you just haven't been happy with the art, I would say, take a stab at it from a different angle. And I think there's a lot of promise between prompt guides, Canva apps, and a workflow into Dali, especially with the renders with 5 being really easy.
Yeah, they were beautiful. Like some of the images that came out, like I was so unhappy. I made a GPT called Contour Muse, and some of the images that were coming out of even the last renders were so bad. I was so upset. And then now that I can take the prompts that come from that GPT and place them back into Dali, and my the look that I want is back, I was like, oh, this is so good. It feels so good to see my original thought and process back. It feels so good to see it back.
Yeah.
Um,
Regina, we've got some questions in the chat real quick. Charlene says, I'm still using 4.0, brought it back to life today. I like 5 for some things, though. And then Diana said, do we have to do anything with our old GPTs with the new update? From what I can tell, I haven't done anything with my old GPTs except for test them, but I haven't made changes. Now, I will say I wrote a new GPT from scratch and I was done much faster than what I normally am, top to bottom. And I did find that 5 did a great job of helping me create the GPT I wanted using the steps I have in place. Just let me see. Ms. Claire said, did not notice any speed change on graphics. Definitely spelling problem on graphics. And she didn't have that on 4.0. Taylor says she has 5 and she doesn't care for it. All right, let me just check Facebook, make sure we're not getting any feedback out there. All right, just want to double check there before we.
all right. Yeah. The idea, like I asked Five just on my native to create something and give me a mock-up, and it gave me this like little mock-up with this little thing on the top. I was like, look, dude, I could have done that myself. I'm like, what is this? And then it gives you like this download page. I'm like, what is this? What? I don't need this. So I didn't like that. But think they'll work things out. They'll work things out. I'm excited to see how they'll make the changes, and I'm excited to see, how on the 18th when Fujisimo finally hits the chair, what she's gonna do within OpenAI. It'll take her about 30 days to go through everything and then to see how she'll work everything through. But I'm excited about the changes, and I think they're going in the right direction. I think they just sometimes what happens with OpenAI, they just throw so many things out at the same time. They need to do a more measured approach to their launches. And I think if they did that, they would it wouldn't things wouldn't break as bad. Um, yeah, things wouldn't break as bad. And can I suggest one thing? OpenAI, can I suggest one thing from here? Can you please bring more servers online before you do another launch? Just just one thing. I'm just asking for everybody who uses you. We need more servers. We understand that you are doing the big thing in Texas, but we need the servers now, not when the buildings are built. That's all. That's all we're saying.
Regina, I don't mean to interrupt you. You
Okay.
know that you can probably write Dali into the GPT itself. I have to test it and see if I can do it. If I can
Yeah.
do it, I'll definitely
Look,
let
look,
people
look.
know how to.
William, go ahead and go ahead and write on that, write that, and if you can, yeah, let a girl know. Let a girl
Please
know.
Go ahead
do.
and
Okay,
do it
okay.
and let us test it out for you. I'll let you know if it worked right or not. Go ahead.
Oh, okay then.
Mhm.
Okay then.
Yeah,
I definitely will.
write that and let's
That's
see
what I'm
if that call
thinking.
works. Let's see if that call works. I'm
Yeah.
thinking, I'm thinking that myself.
I'll
Let's see if that call works.
I get on that this week. Try to see
Okay.
if I can write it in there. Okay.
Like as we're talking, see, this is what happens. That synergy happens, especially with William. That synergy will start happening. I'm like, yeah, we want this and that, and he's like, hold up, let me write that on down. Let me write that on down, and he'll start writing, which is great. We love him for that. But yeah, so we're excited today. And does anybody else have anything else to say about five? I know that we're doing this heady conversation, but like, did you guys find anything within five that you absolutely loved, that was different, that you were able to accomplish with five that you weren't able to accomplish with four? Because sometimes we can see we can't see the forest for the trees. Were you able to find something that we are not seeing?
Well,
Uh, any connections?
well, the I know that a lot of well, you can use the chat. Well, if you use writing a GPT, you can use a JSON file, and you can upload the JSON file, and you can download the JSON file into the GPT that you're creating, which will make the GPT a little bit better. That's what I've been doing. I haven't had any problems. But if you having problems with a spell, something spelling wrong, I would say make it create it as a spell check, something like that. You know, create a spell check GPT and insert that, then save it as a PDF document or a JSON, and then put it into the GPT and
Okay.
talk to the GPT. You got to talk to it. Hey, hey, the spelling is coming out wrong. Tell it we need to fix that. What is the best possible solution to fix that problem? And it will tell you.
I love that.
People in the back want to know what Jason is because they thought it was like Friday the 13th or something, and they just checking because they was a tad bit confused about a Jason.
Well,
They didn't
well,
know
it's,
which one you was talking about. They
well,
thought it was
Jason.
Jason Voorhees. They didn't.
Well, JSON is basically a file, but it's spelled JSON. It's almost like a PDF document, and what it does is just makes it a little accurate because it's going to follow the steps. Like I said, I love it. You know, so
I know what a Jason is. I just was speaking for the people in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I know what it is.
uh, Basically a JSON file is taking code. It's the code talking to its computer language. Um, I'm trying to break it down so it's not so heady. It's like if you're going to talk to a fifth grader, having the computer talking to a computer. It's just code information talking to code information. So, like if you are a mother talking to a kid, breaking it down to smaller information so that they can understand it. So, you're just taking one file, putting it in so it can talk to one another and talk to it in its own language. That's what a JSON file is. So, it's just when you're writing Canva code, you're writing in JSON. It's a JSON file.
yes. And then you can just tell it once you give it a command, all you have to say, create this into a JSON file, and it'll do it for you. That's
Yeah.
it. You can't overthink it. Just tell it, hey, this is what I need you to do. Find the best possible strategy to do that, and it will.
She said, "Oh Lord, we need a class on this." You guys have been doing this. Anytime you guys go in and you guys start writing for a Canva code, or you guys use Codex inside of ChatGPT. Now the same thing that you were doing over in Canva, you can now do over in ChatGPT to create the those things. You can do those things in both places now. So it is really efficient. ChatGPT is trying to open up the space the same way that Canva did. ChatGPT now has that same thing over in ChatGPT. So we are working and using JSON is a way that you're going to be doing that. So, like he said, all you have to do is ask for it and it will create it. And we're gonna stop right there because that's a whole class all in itself. And we don't want you guys to go, that's it. We just wanted to kind of find out how you guys feel about how everything is going with five and if you have it. So we're excited that if you haven't got it, do exactly what Martine says about clearing your cache and making sure that you guys uninstall, and sometimes you have to reinstall the app, or you guys have to sign out, sign in, and doing all the things to get the pretty watercolor to come up. It, it's nice. It's nice. And I think eventually once they get all the bugs out of it, it will roll really well. We went through this when 3.0 came out, and then when they did the updates to everything. So we've had these bumps in the road. We just need to slowly change the way we prompt and do different things. So we will definitely be having these conversations about it, and we will continue on. But now,
I was gonna say we'll warn y'all next time when we have techie TRM. We'll let y'all know next time.
I love that techie TRM. That's a good tagline there, Talya. Write that down, Martine. Write that down. Techie TRM. I love that. That's awesome. We're gonna call it that segment, techie TRM. I love it. But now we have the most wonderful creator that is coming up. She has grown in so many levels, so many leaps and bounds. A lavish life is done such. If you guys have not visited her creative fabrica store, you are missing out. Her creative fabrica store, her clip art is so amazing. Talya has done her big one with calendars and tons of other art that she has shown over the last, what has it been, 2 weeks that you've been, yeah, about 2 weeks that she's shown over and over again. And I want Talya, out because you've been the one that has been showing her stuff. I
I
want
have
every
been. I have been. I have been showing her stuff lately.
I want
Well, me and Monica go way back. We the purple people lovers. That's who we are. We love purple, okay? But no, I have been featuring a lot of her clip art on the calendars that I've been preparing the last couple weeks in preparation for the class that I was teaching and this teaching Tuesday that I just did this following week. But when you're designing calendars, a lot of times you need full body images. At least I do, like the way that I like to design my calendars. Not all of them have to be full body, but um you get to do more with your calendar design when you have full body images. And I just mentioned it to her. I was like, because she had some up already, and I was like, oh, those are great. I'm gonna use those. And then I was like, I ain't really been seeing no recent clip art lately, with the full body images. I just hadn't seen any. Like we went through this phase and all we were creating was transparent PNGs. So, people could use them however they wanted to use them. Then we jumped to prompt guides. Then we moved to GPTs. Like, we've transitioned so much in these last few months that, a lot of the clip art that we were used to seeing and using, a lot of it's not out there. So I asked her, I was like, hey, she was like, I got so much. I was like, girl, put that stuff up on Creative Fabrica and let's use it, okay? And she been going ham ever since I said it. So her Creative Fabrica store now has some amazing full body clip art images that you need when you're designing these calendars. And just the PSA, you guys, create some full body clip art images and put them out there, okay? Because we looking for them. Because I ain't got time. I want to design, but I do not have time to generate clip art. I just do not. It's not in my wheelhouse right now. I don't have the time. So I would love to just go download some or go purchase some on Etsy. Okay. Can we get some full body clip art? That's okay. I'm sorry. That's my spiel. Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Welcome.
Hello, how are you? I am pretty good, pretty good.
Thank you for
Yeah,
being
so it
here.
was,
Thank you for being here.
thank you. You're welcome. I'm sorry, I just started talking. But a week ago Friday was I believe that was when I posted my first set of clip art. And then we had the calendar class on Saturday. So I was very surprised to see that Talia had used was that the jumpsuit ladies? I think that might have been the first one. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the jumpsuits were the first ones that we did.
Right. So,
And yeah.
yeah, she surprised me in class and she made a calendar with them. And like she said, she mentioned that there wasn't a lot of clip art out there. I was like, oh, duly noted. And all week, I think the next Saturday last Saturday I put out another set, um, Combat Cuties.
Mhm.
And then after that came the Peplum Princesses. Or so I love an alliteration. So next
Yes.
came the ladies with the peplum and the pencil pants. And so I think I'm up to 5 sets. The first set, I think I only had what, 10
And yeah.
ladies because I wasn't thinking calendars then. But once she said she had to repeat a couple. All of my sets now. The last one, the one I posted today with the ladies behind me, there are 25 in there because those are. I was thinking about homecoming, because the fall's coming. So I was thinking about homecoming. So I did a lot of research, looking at the colors of all the HBCUs, and I believe I captured all of them. And then, I have some other of my favorite colors and color combinations in there as well. Because I was thinking about high schools as well. I live in Baltimore, so I looked up some of the high schools here and did some of their colors, but a lot of them are similar to the
I know you. You trying to
What
do
you say?
the Ravens. I already know that's what you was trying to do.
I didn't, but they coming later. Don't even worry. I got it. I got it. Yeah, so I think I have 5 sets of clip art um on my Creative Fabrica store, which I've had for a little over a year. Um, but I had kind of threw it to the side for a minute. But holidays are coming and I need to fill that baby up. So keep your eye
Absolutely.
out. If you don't follow me because I will be adding. My goal is 2 products a week to Creative Fabrica. So I'll be putting some more holiday stuff out, fall, all of that. So that's pretty much all I have to say. I can't wait to see what Talia created next with my art.
Uh, sure. I would love to show you. I actually use the images that you have behind you right now. I actually use those.
Oh,
Okay. So I'm not going to do my down camera tonight because I only created one thing, but I do want to show you guys what I created with Monica's varsity, which are varsity, what are they? Varsity
Varsity
Vixen?
Vixens, I believe.
Varsity
Like I
Vixen.
said, I love an alliteration.
It loves
Exactly.
an alliteration.
So I'm just gonna take my background off real quick and I'll show you guys what I created with her. Still staying in the calendar theme, okay? Because the next set of classes that I will be teaching are all gonna be calendar classes. So we're gonna move to wall calendars, we're gonna do print on demand, we're gonna do all the things. But I did want to stay within the calendar theme. So I want to show you guys what I did with the calendar for today. So let me take my background off. Don't y'all worry about what's going on back here, okay? Mind your business. We had revival today, okay? We had revival.
That looks like a very functional craft space to me. I don't see the problem. Ooh,
The cute.
I love
Okay,
it.
so let me tell you guys. Let me move out of the gotta move some of my screen around. This is a magnet. This can go on your refrigerator.
I love it.
Isn't it the
Mhm.
cutest? So of course I just kind of picked out the, sorority colors just to have a theme because I did want to, put something together that was themed. And I think it came out amazing.
I love
What you guys
that.
think? Wouldn't it be cute on your refrigerator? This
Absolutely.
would make a wonderful Christmas gift, don't you think?
Hmm.
I think so.
One of those metal file cabinets in your classroom.
Absolutely. Fully magnet. So this is an 8.5 by 11 that you can just put up on the fridge, on your desk, wherever. So now I don't want to hear it when y'all talking about y'all can't create a calendar because y'all don't have all the materials. Because again, all you need is a printer and these magnetic sheets to create this one. You ain't even have to cut it or nothing. You understand? Think of all the designs that you can create for a calendar like this. Think about that. This is an 8.5 by 11, like a regular sheet of paper size. You can go smaller, you can go larger. I mean, if you want to go larger, I wouldn't, but definitely smaller. Um, But I think this is a nice size to go in the fridge.
Mm, I love it.
Just my opinion. We should let y'all see it one more time. Y'all see. Yep. Okay.
I absolutely love it.
I created
Hey,
today.
Regina,
So I just wanted to ask Talia to put her link to that magnetic paper in the chat if you don't
First of
mind.
all, let me go ahead and tell y'all not gonna catch me slipping today. Hold, please. let me go ahead and tell you I had it ready for you. And did.
And thanks.
You won't catch me slipping today. I got it.
All right. Did you have Martine? Were you going to say something? And Miss Clarette after Martine?
yes. A couple of things. Physical crafters, especially those of you that just took my class, you're gonna need the right words so that your things will populate in the right places. So make sure you're going into the school community and you're downloading the keyword report, because I built a report specifically for calendars. You've got to find the right people that are looking for the calendars that you have to offer. If you're not a member of TRM Learning on School, you can click on the link as well, become a member, and you'll have access to that in all of our resources and community conversations. So I just wanted to put that out there. I was like, oh yeah, there's a keyword report that's already in school, ready for you to get this listed. Correct me if I'm wrong, Talia. October is the beginning of calendar purchasing season.
Yeah, yes, it's the beginning of the purchasing, but we need to be ready to be purchased.
Right.
So now is the time. Let's go.
Got it.
Let's
Got
get
it.
it up. Let's
All
go.
right. So we've got product examples. We have Monica's link to do some design work. And we have a keyword report in the school community so that you guys can go ahead and get this listed. It's time to put in that work.
Come on, Rihanna. Can anybody tell me what she say? Send me. What's that? What is she saying?
I hear that work part real good every time. I tell you that.
I'd
We
like to
don't
know.
need to know the words, just like we didn't need to understand James Brown. You just enjoy it.
You have a question, T-Bell?
I wanted to tell everybody, I was in your class, and you also gave us the documentation for how much money these calendars can possibly add to our change pocketbooks. So my granddaughter, she went with us to the game last week, and she said, Granny, we have to have some kind of event because we go for our trip at the end of the year. I said, honey, Cousin Talia has already given me the deal because she has an aunt that's a photographer. She's also head of the Warriorettes, their little team that comes out at halftime. So, hon, they're going to be selling Warriorette calendars for, for her project. So I thought that was an on-time situation.
Absolutely.
I
And they
love
will
the one that
fail.
you
They
did,
will
that
fail.
format that you
They
had here
will.
tonight. Now that's wonderful. That's just coming out the print. So thank you.
You're very welcome. But don't sleep on these calendars, you guys. It's so many different ways that you can go with these to make them your own, to personalize. Because let me tell you something, them people gonna buy something personalized. Listen to me. They buying them. Okay. Offer the service of personalizing these calendars. Put their families on there, their pictures, their birthdays, their anniversaries, all the good things. They are going to purchase these items. Somebody got to make this money. Why not us? Okay, why not us? We got a head start, right? What y'all gonna do with it? I've been seeing a few of y'all out here, but it ain't been that many.
Doing your things. while you were talking, Talia, I had this like whole, because you said, why do you need to make it bigger? I remember seeing this lady, she has a huge, it's got to be like the whole front side of the refrigerator. It's a calendar.
Mhm.
It's boring. It's like one color, boring. And I know that she is selling that thing for $100.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let me tell y'all also about outsourcing because you can go on CVS or you can go to Walgreens and they have them in the larger sizes. Not sure if they magnetic or not, but I know that they're repositionable, so they stick, right? But that's another thought. Now you can go find these magnets now, but I'm just saying I don't know if I'm gonna be selling a magnetic one that large because the larger these sheets are, the more you're gonna have to charge for them because they're not gonna be cheap because these magnetic sheets are not cheap. So I'll just go ahead and say that these are not. This isn't a cheap anything. It's not. So you're gonna have to factor in what you spend on these magnetic sheets as well as
Hey,
the ink that you use and all of those things. So
what's
um
good? Did you bring a straw?
uh,
Sorry, Talia.
that's okay. I understand. There was a little feedback. I do understand. But just think about all the different ways that you can provide this service for your customers going into the fourth quarter. Just be prepared. And again, you don't have to start from scratch. There are a million 2026 templates that are out already. They got them on Creative Fabrica. Canva has a million of them over there that you can finesse, like I always do. I do not mind starting with a template. I ain't trying to create nothing from scratch, okay? Not one thing if I don't have to. I can make it my own, okay? And that's what I need you guys to do as well. Do not overthink this process because all you got to do is make it yours. That is all. Change the colors, change the fonts, add in other elements, do all the things, but you don't have to start from scratch, okay? So you don't have an excuse. Not at this point. You don't have an excuse. And those of you who took my class, y'all got a million and one templates. So y'all definitely don't have to start from scratch. Okay. I got y'all all the way together. Put these calendars out. Y'all on the countdown anyway, because I had said 2 weeks, but 1 week done already passed. So I got about 5 more days and then I'm on you. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm trying to let y'all get a running start, but that's all I got left. I got about 5 more days.
And then she's on her way. 5 more days. 5, 4. It's a Janet Jackson countdown. It's a Janet Jackson countdown. So go ahead, put those out. Monica has some of the best clip art. If you have a Creative Fabrica account, here, now let me lean in. It doesn't cost you anything to support our sister Monica. Click, download her clip art. Go ahead. Just go ahead, do it. Click and download. Thank you. Thank you. Click and download. Thank you. I
Oh,
appreciate it.
That's all
those
you got to do.
that's the folks who got a membership,
Mm-hmm.
right?
The who have a membership. Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah,
Have a
if
membership.
you don't have a membership, I don't know what rock you've been sleeping under. But let me say a word about Creative Fabrica. Creative Fabrica, a lot of the times, and I think sorry, y'all talked about this last week. A lot of the times has a lot of the same things on Etsy. And if once you have a Creative Fabrica account, oftentimes you can find the same things you see on Etsy, uh, and you only pay Creative Fabrica once a year. And they have all these crazy deals. You can get the year for under 50, $60 a month. So if you do
Seven
not
dollars right
have,
now. 47 right now.
47 right now. I'll drop a link in the chat. Those of you who are not members, you need to become a member. Yeah, that's all I can say. I bought $47 worth of things before I understood how powerful Creative Fabrica could actually be. And now, and those of us who've been using Creative Fabrica for a long time, we know how this works. We may go look for it on other marketplaces, and then we go back to Creative Fabrica to see if it's there.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
But I definitely would also like to say again, those of you who have clip art just sitting and you're not doing anything with it, put the clip art on Creative Fabrica. Those who craft are looking for the art. We trying to craft. We ain't got time to do all the other stuff. We ain't got time to just generate art all day, even though I do that from time to time. But still, I go down rabbit holes like the best of you. I do. But when it comes time to design things, or if you get a rush order, sometimes we just don't have time to generate anything at that particular time. So those of you who have full body images, that is what's going to be in demand during this calendar season. Put those full body images out there. We're looking for them. At least I am. But I'm 100% sure once people get started designing those calendars, they're going to be looking for them as well. So full body images, transparent backgrounds. Y'all know I love to build a scene because that's what I be trying to do. I be trying to build a scene with mine. So
I'm working on another set
we
right
we
now.
need the full body images. So if you have them, that is an amazing place to put them. Everybody's gonna be looking for them during this coming into the fourth quarter, and make that affiliate money. Come on. They can't download what you don't have up there, right? You're gonna get paid every time somebody click on that link. Can we please get some full body images? Thank you kindly. If they got an afro, you got me for sure. Put full body and an afro. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for.
Hey, Miss Correct, did you have another question?
Regina, I have one. I have a whole bunch of clip art. I just don't have time to do anything with it. Maybe down the line I can collaborate with somebody. I can give them a clip art. They download it, and then we share the profit. That's that's all I'm thinking about. I just don't have time. I don't have that time to do that.
Look at talk is like
William,
William McCraney.
I was
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Look,
yeah, I was
Monica,
gonna say the
you're
same
already
thing.
here, dog.
I'd be happy. Look, I couldn't get to the mute button fast enough. I'd be happy to collaborate with you, William.
Okay, cool. We'll work on something. I'll just hit me in my inbox or something. So,
I certainly will.
all right.
Listen, you know I got
Thank you
so
so
many
much.
of your images already. The only issue with your images are you got them Jones upscaled to the gods. You understand? I can't even bring them in. I can't even bring them in Canva because they
Oh,
upscaled to the max. You understand?
oh. What I'll do is I'll downsize. I'll downsize.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Absolutely.
He over there got that real photography equipment. That's what that is.
That's all I'm saying. And when I say they upscaled, that Canva said no. I tried to Canva said no. The file's too large. Sorry. Sorry.
All right, Miss. You guys got me all kabobbled. Miss Carruthers, how can I help you?
I was just wondering, hi, I was just wondering, were there people on here now that have stores so I could follow them and download everything in their store?
Hey,
If they drop it, I'd be more than happy.
Oh, we love a follow train, okay?
Yeah.
And if y'all already got some full body images,
look, they're dropping it like it's hot right there in the chat.
that.
They
Let's
dropped
see
it.
this.
can't even drop mine because I'm driving. I can't drop my creative fabric link.
Well, as soon
We'll
as
go get
Taylor,
it. I'll get it for you, Taylor.
Taylor says,
And make sure it's the link to your store, and not necessarily. I don't know if you, when you click the referral link, if it goes to their store. No, the referral link will not go to
No,
your store. You have to
No,
drink.
it only
this
goes
has to be
to
their
the
store.
So, yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
all
Thank
right.
you, Dr. Carol. You had something else, T-Bell? Did you find the button?
No, I'm good.
Okay,
Y'all,
all right.
y'all make a good Sunday night.
Well, we love having you guys on here. It's absolutely amazing to have everybody on Sunday. And it's about community, having everybody come on, talk about their products, get it out there. Especially we all have, if you have the Creative Fabrica membership, we all need to be supporting each other, showing each other support about their the Creative Fabrica membership, downloading each other's products. I don't know if you guys know, but Regina loves a good Creative Fabrica product because she uses it for sometimes she may use it for a mood board. I don't know, but she may use it for a mood board in a journey for certain things. Wink.
I'm
Hard
gonna put
wink.
it on the calendar. I can tell you that right now. That's where mine going. But
Look, hard wink. So just letting you guys know. $47 is not bad. If you've been in one of my classes, I've gone to show you how I use them, how I manipulate them, what I use them for, how I get ideas. So just letting you know. But let's circle as we do in corporate. Let's circle back to what we started at. Let's talk about why we came here and what we were talking about with Monica. When Talya, especially on Teaching Tuesday, when she showed how she took those calendars, a calendar that was already in uh, Canva, that was decent. It was decent. But once she sprinkled her Talya magic on top of it, then she was like, oh yeah, by the way, I saw these wonderful clip arts from A Lavish Life. And then she brought that in, and then it happened, not happened, but every single color of the girls was the same as that were on the calendar. It was perfect. And she didn't have to think about it. And she just match, 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 match. And now that Canva has the ability for you to change the color to perfectly match your clip art,
Yeah.
it's a game changer. I'm just saying, your clip art doesn't, you could download the clip art, change the color to match whatever you want in Canva. Look, I'm gonna drop that and leave that there. But her clip art is already a framework for you to do what you need to do. So let's go download and have ourselves a good time. With that being said, I'm gonna hand this back over. If you were not in Martine's SEO class yesterday, you missed it. She went over the Edits app. I was in there going, how did she even know all that stuff was there? She went over how TikTok has changed, how search is done. She went over tons of things that I just didn't even know. It was so informative, and it's forming how I'm going to start posting moving forward. It changed my view of what I'm going to start doing and how I look at the algorithm and how I'm going to post, and why I post. It was one of those classes that was a very foundational class that changes a lot of things. And I was looking forward to the class when she started to formulate the class. And I was like, huh, I need that. I need that for myself personally. So as she spoke about it, and we had a lot of conversation, a lot of questions, and a lot of feedback during her class, it was really one of those classes that moved the needle forward. So I'm really excited for her to talk about that and how she really did her thing yesterday. She really did. Um, and while I'm talking about that, was there anyone that was in the class yesterday that is on the live? And can you give a little bit of feedback about her class from yesterday? Like it's awfully quiet. Everybody's like, huh? Because there was a number of people that were here.
I can say something.
Hey, Tanya, thank you. Nikki
No
said she's
problem.
doing.
So what really stuck out to me is in the beginning, Martine asked us about the products versus um, social media. And I had told her in the comments that I never thought about the importance of SEO optimization keywords in social media. I always attributed that to my products. So I always made sure I did the research and looked for those that would bring people to my products, but I never thought about the importance of it bringing it to my social media platforms. And that was the biggest thing that I took away in addition to just the awesome class that she taught yesterday. But that was my biggest takeaway. And it just changed my whole thinking.
Right. So we're always so concerned about posting on Etsy, and making sure that all the SEO is product based. But basically, you took that in a broader framework and thought about SEO on your social media. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Martine, your class was amazing. We really loved it. And I'm going to turn the mic over to you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's talk a little bit. Tanya's right. A lot of people don't realize that when they are, well, let me take a step back. SEO is search engine optimization. So when you're on Google and you search for, I search for clack fans. Okay. When I do this search for clack fans, these videos are people who have either been organized by Google and they have the right words, how to pop a clack fan, learn how to clack your fan. So these are what we call optimized, meaning lots of people have used these words in this box. And so theirs has been ranked as the most watched, the most viewed, the most invested in. Okay. Same thing down here. So when we see these products, these people have paid to be here. But also, these companies know that because they paid to be here, it's worth it to them to spend this money, and people have purchased from the space. And then down here is where it really gets fun. These two spots, these are the highest ranked for when someone searches clack fan. Okay. We kind of know this already when we talk about selling your products and making sure that your products have the right keywords. Clacking fan is a keyword. Clack that fan is a keyword. And people have searched for this, and this is why enough people have searched for it that Google is saying this is the top most searched item. People must find this the most useful. All right. So let's start there. But what most people don't know is that the same is true for social media. And TikTok is actually where we started this whole thing. Okay. So when you go on TikTok and you look at that search bar at the top, yours probably says find more content like this or something like that. What does it say when you look at this search bar at the top? Tell me what the words are. Can anybody take a look? There's a certain set of words that are usually at the top of your video. Let's see if I can find it. Find related content. Find related content. All right. That's usually the word that are words that you see in the search engine. Okay, so if you see fine related, content, that's TikTok's way of saying we don't know where to put your content, and so we can't assign it. Okay, and so your goal is every video has to be what TikTok calls categorized. You want the algorithm to identify and place your video somewhere so that when people search for it, their chances of your video showing up in that search results is higher. All right. Anybody have any questions about what we mean when we say SEO and social media? Let me just pause right there. I think people need to know this. That's why I'm taking the time to talk about it. Anybody have any questions? So I learned how to do SEO first on TikTok because for a long time, TikTok was the only place that this even existed. Okay. So what you say in a video, what you do, and the caption that goes with it. And if you want to be found for clack fans or AI art or t-shirt design, then you have to make sure your videos have all of the right words associated with it so that over time, when we're looking at that search bar at the top, we can see words. Now, this one says Nicki Minaj because the song I use is called Nicki Minaj, and I used a trending sound from that. That's why they were able to identify it because I was in a trend. All right, I'm gonna show you a few others. Same thing here. I used a template that's trending for the first of the month. My video fit at the right time, at the right moment. They were able to categorize. Okay, so if none of your videos are categorized, what's happening is you post a video, they share it with the first 100 people. People may or may not like it, and then nothing happens. Your video's on your account forever. You've got to transition out of that on TikTok. You've got to. So you've got to learn how to categorize your videos effectively. Same thing here. I talked about my students. It picked up the word student. It added this search term. It's not a quite exact match, which means I need to do a better job of communicating my message in my video. All right, same thing here. I wrote Instagram on the screen. I wrote Instagram in my caption. It was able to say, this is a video about Instagram. Okay, that is what SEO for social media, that's what it looks like. Okay, now here's a search term. I actually searched Canva frame tutorial. Let's bring that back. I searched Canva frame tutorial. My video pops up now in the searches for Canva frame tutorial. When I search Canva frame, here's one of my other videos right there for Canva frame. And here's another video I did. That means that TikTok has placed my video under this search terms. And because I've had enough engagement, it's actually kind of in the first 20 or so videos among this search. All right. You got to know what that is. If you want to grow your business via social media, then you have to know that this matters. And you've got to put all the right words in all the right places. Well, what does it have to do with Instagram? Everything. Because now you are now able to search Instagram and your user handle, and your videos will actually start popping up. Okay. This didn't happen before. July 11th, Google started indexing Instagram videos. So that means if you use the right words, then people can find your videos. So right now, I've been talking about market research for the last couple of months. The question is, when I search market research in my user handle, will any of my content show up? Let's take a look. Oh, I didn't spell research right. Let's try again. Yep. This is one of my TikToks. This is one of my videos I made this week. All right. So Now you can take advantage of Google and allow your social media content to kind of act as like a mini web page. Okay. So the class went really well. I think this is a lot. Well, first of all, this is new. This is super new, but my goal with the class is to get you guys at the forefront so that when you are at the forefront and it's a couple months down the road, your content is the content that sits at the very top of the search result. Okay, because it does take time. Last thing I want to show you, if you took the class, I've got a special thing that I want to show you. And if you didn't take the class, you might find this useful as well. Okay. All right. So those of you that took the class, you guys know it was like a 2-hour, 2.5-hour class. So what I did is I actually broke the class up into segments. So each part of the class has the video associated with it and all of the notes below. Okay. So when you're going back, whether you purchase the replay today or you're going to rewatch, if all you want to do is focus on carousels, you can go back and watch just that part of the video. If you want to focus on stories, you can go and focus on that part of the video. Or if you need to just better understand the SEO and social media piece, then you could just focus on that. I went ahead and broke these up into parts so that you guys don't have to worry with trying to watch all 2 hours over again. All right, that was a mouthful, but I thought it was a good chance to do a little mini lesson around SEO and social media. Are there any questions? Do y'all have any questions for me around SEO? Because it's going to be important. Otherwise, you are wasting your time every time you post to social media. Only 2% of your followers see your social media. TikTok is actually at 2%. Facebook's at 1.4%. Nobody sees your content. If you're just posting, nobody sees it. You're wasting your time and your energy. You've got to be strategic. All right, let me check Facebook real quick.
I do have a question, Martine.
Absolutely.
So, like me, I'm a GPT builder. I'm a crafter first, and then I'm a GPT builder. Right. But me personally, I like to blend the two, of course. So, right. What keywords would be best to use for that?
Your keywords are going to always be AI. Because most of the population doesn't know anything when we start saying like, and then it just messed us up because now we calling it GPT-5, right? So now people really not gonna know a custom GPT. So you're gonna start that keyword with AI because that's what the general audience is gonna understand, and that's what the algorithms is gonna understand. In particular on TikTok, if you say GPT, custom GPT, these algorithms are not at a place yet. Not enough people are talking about it. All right. That's why, let me put it to you like this. The algorithm's gonna really understand P. Diddy before it does the owner or the CEO of ChatGPT. Because way more people know exactly who P. Diddy is, and a smaller percentage of people know who runs or who's the CEO of ChatGPT. Right? So it's using old data to inform what's in front of it. And if not a lot of people are talking about custom GPTs, they don't know what that means. The algorithm doesn't. That's a good question. Are there any other questions?
Martine.
Yeah.
I know not too long ago, in DCP, Misha was talking about framework strategies. Are they the same thing as SEO? Are those just different ways that you post in your social media for marketing purposes?
I haven't heard of the term framework strategies. There are frameworks that you can use to like decide what to post and how to post. And SEO is different. Frameworks help you decide what, SEO tells you what the people you're trying to connect with are saying. So in my example about Clack fans, your framework might be, I want to teach people how to make them, I want to sell my own, and I want to create art. That might be the framework. That might be the different areas that you want to cover about Clack fans. SEO is, so what are people saying about Clack fans when they go on Google, when they go on TikTok? You need those words embedded in your content.
Okay.
So you need your audience's words embedded into your content. If you don't have their words in your content, they cannot find you. And if they cannot find you, every time you post, you are posting into the ether, and 2% of your audience sees it. 2% is very high. TikTok is the only place that does 2%. Everyone else, it's like 1.2, 1.4. So do the math on that. If you've got 100 people, that's not even 20. You don't even have 20. Every time you post, less than 20 people are going to see what you have to offer, unless you have millions of followers. Then 1 or 2% is great. But if you don't have millions of followers, no one sees your things. All right. So I really want to help you get through this hump. I've got a challenge in my free community group. You can join the challenge and just get in the habit of posting, because that's the other part of this. You got to be consistent. But if you're wanting to get like real support around better understanding what you create, why you create it, and how to make a stronger connection between your customer and your product, then this is going to be a great class for you. I still have a few coupon codes available. If you guys want to take advantage of that. And then if you want to participate in our community challenge, I will drop my school community in the group, and you guys can join. And at minimum, just start getting the habit of posting. All right. Great questions though. SEO matters. It really matters.
Thank you.
Of course. I think that's it for me.
Well, Sandra has her hand up. Hey,
Oh,
Sandra.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So I have a really good SEO story. I don't know if you guys know, I was around back then, but it was about a little over a year ago when I first started making my page on TikTok. So I learned about SEO over on TikTok from a lady named, oh my God, I'm drawing a blank on her name. But she helped me like kind of with Google optimize my Square store. And so if anybody that has Square, then when you put in an item at the bottom, it says SEO, and I just always ignored it. But in that SEO title portion, if you ever do an Etsy listing on ChatGPT, it'll give you the SEO information, and I just again ignored it. But you can put in there the SEO optimized description of your listing and then add the keywords down there, and they will not show on your website, but that's what pulls the SEO data, right? So just like Martine's talking about, that's what pulls that SEO data. So if you ever do a listing on Etsy and you use the alt text, that also pulls the SEO information on a photo or something. So I started doing that on my Square site, and her name is Carmen. If you go back on one of my pages, you'll see it. A few months into doing that, I got a text message on my neighborhood app from the news. And they were like, hey, we found your business and we wanted to interview you. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, we're looking for people who are using AI in their marketing and their business. And we wanted to interview you about your business. And I'm like, how did you find me? And she's like, well, I just was searching businesses. And it turns out that because I took those few months to optimize my business and start adding my SEO and my keywords, that just in a random Google search of all the businesses, and I live in Phoenix, Arizona, it's a huge metropolitan area, but she managed to find my business and I was on the news. She came, sat in my house, she watched me work, she interviewed me for an hour, she brought a camera guy. phone, microphones and everything, and like watched me work and put me on the news. So I'll find the article and post a link to it in the chat. But it was really cool, and it was all because I optimized my free Square website with SEO keywords.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing, because that is the whole, I can't think of a better case study. Like, that is the whole point, you guys. And now we're able to do that between Google and Instagram. Okay. So now it's even easier to be found, because that news reporter, I promise you, she's still using Google. So just imagine if she's covering this new thing, because it's still new, called AI art. And because your Instagram is SEO optimized for AI art, your content pops up. All right. It's a very, 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 very important that you guys get on board with this. Do some research on your own to look at SEO in Google. And again, if you want or need more support, feel free to grab my session. And then those of you Patreon subscribers, we'll be having a co-working section in the next couple weeks. I'll be there, and you can ask me all the questions you want about the Edits app or SEO. All right, I think that's it for me.
All right. I think I didn't realize how important SEO was. I was just like posting in the wind until Martine came along. I was just throwing stuff up against the wall, going, does that work? Nope, that didn't work. Next, does that work? Nope, that didn't work. Does that work? Nope, that didn't work. And then she was like, Regina, come here. Sit beside me. Let me show you a couple things. So we really were. Yeah, Diane, that was you too. You were just posting in the wind. You were just posting in the wind, just going, yeah. I think, well, that one did really well. That one did really well. I'll just redo that one, and we'll just keep going and keep going and keep going. But now that she is here, we are posting better. We're posting with intention, and things are moving pretty well. Things are moving pretty well. Things are moving pretty well. Yeah, absolutely. I think we do it for Etsy. It's so funny that we do it for Etsy, but we don't do it for our social media. We all know to drill down for Etsy. We all know that we got to get our products together. We got to get the information for Etsy, but social media, we're just putting it up, just going, no hashtags, no optimized titles, no nothing. We're just putting it out there. We're mixing things all in there. Or it doesn't look aesthetically pretty. We're just throwing it out there, throwing it up against the wall, going, why is no one looking at my stuff? And then you have a Martine that comes along and says, would you actually look at this page? You go like this, ooh, that hurt. Like what my grandpa used to say, it's tight, but it's right. It's tight, but it's right. It's tight, but it's right. So Martine comes along and she sweets us up, and then we all get it back together again. So excited that class was amazing. I waited a long time for that class, so I'm excited to see. Actually, she started with me a little bit ahead of the game, and I'm going to show you guys what she's done for me as well. I am thrilled. Just been working in the background, listen to Martine working in the background. So happy about that. Our next person that is coming up is Miss Taylor May. Taylor, have you made it to your destination? Are you? Because I don't want to talk to you.
I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet, but I'm almost there.
Okay, all right. Then I'll talk a little bit longer. I'll talk a little bit longer. So Taylor is the type of creator. She is always coming up with something brand new, right? So she'll come up with something. She's like, "What do you think about this?" Come up with that. What do you think about that? Come up with something. What do you think about this? Come up with something. What do you think about that? And it's always bouncing stuff off of us and William, and we're always like, okay, that one's good. That was good. That was good. But when she sent me this one, and I started doing my thing with it, I did one thing with it yesterday. Then I woke up this morning and I was talking to my one of my friends, and I said, oh, I think I want to do this with it. And she was like, are you sure you could get it to do that? I said, I'm sure Taylor wrote that in that GPT. I'm sure she did. I'm sure she wrote the ability for me to be able to, if I can take a model and do this, I know I can take one of my characters and do the exact same thing. So what you're going to see is I took one of my model images. I'm going to show you all the images that I use for my model images from the GPT. And then I'm going to show you what I did with a character image from the GPT. And then I'm going to walk you through the difference of what you have to do with 5 versus what you used to have to do with 4. Because I made some mistakes and I'm going to show you my mistakes. Because you guys know I love to show you my mistakes so you don't have to make them, right? Because when I'm walking through it, if I was brand new, I was like, for real? You didn't do this before. Why are you doing this now? Because I wasn't coming at it the right way. So, and I know it wasn't her GPT, it was 5, it was the update for 5. Because her GPT was functioning properly. It was the 5 doing 5 things. So let's go into it. And I want to tell you about Taylor's GPT. And the name of her GPT is called Hype Booth. And baby, it does its thing. And what I tell you, this GPT has consistent characters on lock. It has consistent characters on lock. What I did was my first one that I'm going to show you is what I took one of my AI models and I brought my AI models over from, you know how a Zoom, if anybody has ever done Zoom, there's all these little floating things. You're like, what is all this floating stuff? I brought one of my AI models that I created in my Omni reference class. I created this model and I brought her over. She has these earrings and she's just a floating head model. I put it into Taylor's GPT because when you first come into her GPT, it's going to ask you to upload 3 images. But as always, I don't ever follow instructions. Never, ever do I ever follow instructions because sometimes people don't follow instructions and I want to see what the GPTs are going to do if you don't follow their instructions because sometimes people don't understand GPTs and they don't follow instructions. So what if I only uploaded 1 image? How would the GPT react? That's my job to do just in case you guys do that. So I uploaded 1 image. You see here, it says for me to upload 3 images. Of course, I'm not going to upload 3 images because I don't follow instructions. So here I am uploading 1 image. Then her GPT is going to ask you what your lighting preferences are, what your background preferences are, what props I want, what mood I want. I just asked the GPT to pick all of that for me. And as you see, the GPT gives me the same model, same earrings, same everything, and chose a celebrity background for my model, right? Then now I'm going to start choosing the background from the selections that she has. She has the concert night lights, the red carpet, urban streetwear settings, the faith setting, a sports setting, a festival, runway, DJ. She has all these different settings, and I'm going to start asking it to do the different settings. Here she is with the graffiti background, same earrings, same model. Now it has a hoodie on. I am just testing the models. Here she is in a nightclub setting. Consistency, spot on. I'm not asking it to do much. Here she is. I asked it to change her earrings. Now I'm starting to expand my scope. I asked it to change her earrings. Here she is with her hands raised. I wanted her hands into the image. Now here she is singing the national anthem. Same colorization. Here she is with New Year's Eve graffiti all around her in her sparkly dress. here she is walking the runway. And now here she is in a DJ booth. She couldn't have her earrings because, she's got headphones on. We took those off. And then we brought her in, and I wanted her with the graffiti background with the jacket on, a close up with makeup. So her GPT keeps the consistency. And the one thing that you didn't notice is what? That golden hour feel. Completely gone from this GPT. Absolutely loved it. So the next thing that I did, this is what I woke up this morning and said, I wonder if it'll take my characters. And so I brought in a Mid-Journey character that I created, which is, where's my cutie patootie? Her, right here. Brought in my cutie patootie from here, brought her over, did the same thing, didn't bring the 3 in, just brought the 1. And ChatGPT, being ChatGPT, decided it did not want to finish because obviously there were a lot of people on. You see, it's still adding details. It's still till this day. Brought her still in, put her on the red carpet. Her headband was still the same. Then I said I wanted it to make her headband match all of her outfits. Then it decided it changed her headband and matched her outfit. Here she is again. Same consistency, headband matching her outfit. Then I took it off. I said, let's put a hat on her. So I didn't give it any instructions. I wanted to see how it interpreted me putting a hat on her. So with 5, instead of just, you have to give it a little bit more prompting and structure for it to give you what you need. You have to, instead of going, just put a hat on her, it's not going to look at the image and decide for you anymore. You have to give it a bigger, rounder scope. So then I gave it more instruction on what I wanted. I said that it's an Easter. She has a spring dress on. Her hair is back in a bun. I changed her hair. I gave her a straw hat. I put her Easter dress on her. So I gave it a little bit more scope, and it gave me this. Then I said I wanted to change the theme of where she was located. I wanted it to be a Christmas theme. But what did I do wrong? I didn't tell it to change her hat, right? So it's keeping it going. It gave me the dress, but it gave me the straw hat. So you need to give it more consistency as it goes down. So now what I said, I wanted that Christmas hat, but I wanted a Christmas glow. So I added the Christmas glow back in, and there you have it with a little bit of crystal because we always have to have a little bit of sparkle. Then I said, let's take that golden hour off. Then I wanted a pastel kind of background. It gave me this. Then I tested it to see if it would remember what it started with up top, because that is the ultimate to a GPT writer's writing. If it can remember what it started with without me prompting it, you notice there is no picture here, and it did. It remembered what it started with as because I'm giving it instructions backwards and forth, backwards and forth. I changed her hair. I gave it different colors, and bam, it gave me her sweatshirt, her watch, and everything else. And I gave it the instructions I wanted her in the sports arena. And here we are back to the puffs, her headband, and the different look, different background. The GPT works flawlessly for consistent characters. She has created an amazing GPT here. And like I said, I did not follow instructions at all, and the GPT works amazingly. So Taylor, if you're here, are you at your location yet?
I'm not at my location yet. I'm about to get off the freeway. It is like crowded on this freeway right now. So
Well, can you
yeah,
speak?
but I can still talk.
Okay, can you
I
speak?
can talk, yeah.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
All right. So you guys already know who I am. I'm your girl Taylor Made of Eclectic Creation. We're talking about oh my God, just said the name of the GPT.
Fight booth. It's fight booth.
keep forgetting because I'm getting it mixed up with my other one, Kiss Cam.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I keep thinking about. So Hype Boost is because like I'm thinking about making my ads and everything like that, and sometimes they be boring. So I just wanted, to add some, that'll give it some pep to whether it's a character or if it's a product, because you can upload product so that your character can be like either like if it's clothes, your character can model your clothes, or if it's like a lotion product or something like that, at least your model will hold, model, demonstrate what I'm trying to say for the product or whatever. So that was really pretty much about it. I was just trying to add some hype and some fun to my ads and everything. The consistent characters, I was so happy to find out that it was working right because it was acting up for me. And I didn't know if it was because and then right off top, I did not know that we had switched over to 4.5. I didn't know that right away. I didn't realize that. I did see all the pretty colors and all of that on the background, and I just thought they did something to 4.0. And then when I looked at it, it said 5, and I was like, oh, well, okay, it was cool. I had 5 right that G for me. So it was written in 5. I didn't know how to find 4. So yeah, that was really it. I just wanted to try to add some hype to it. And then like I was saying, I had Kiss Cam on my mind too. So I had, did images with couples and everything like that. And because it was acting up my end. Oh no. Because it was acting up my end. I didn't know if it was acting right. So when you told me this morning that that consistent characters was spot on, I was like, okay, perfect, because that's what I wanted. I wanted, especially if people was trying to do something with their product and they had a specific character in mind that they wanted to use, I wanted it to make sure that the character would stay the same and it wouldn't change anything about the product either. So everything would be the same. So I'm just happy to know that the consistency is on point. So you did a really great job with that, Regina. You are a GPT whisperer. You really are. Because you can make GPT do stuff that even writers didn't know we could do. So, but yeah, it was the consistent character thing. I had really been reading a lot of Patrick consistent character, his information on it and everything, and I just wanted to make sure that it nailed it. So that was
it did, Taylor. Yeah. But that's our job. That's our job here, is to make sure that, we test them and make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do. So it did exactly what it was supposed to do. And I think Martine has some things that she wants to talk about as far as the GPT is concerned. So Martine, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Sure thing. So I was thinking of along the same lines that you were, and so I actually used the GPT's ability to create an image, and then I created more than one pose. But I wanted to tie it back in with trends. You guys know that I'm always watching trends just so I can understand and help us all understand how we can take what's trending and connect it back to what we do so that more people feel connected to it, right? And so I created a carousel. Right now, carousels are the second most highest engaging piece of content on Instagram. Okay, reels are first, carousels are second. But in particular, there's actually a trend where they're using the same image and telling a story with each image slide until they, at the end, have some type of call to action. So my thought was, since a lot of us in the space are creating, selling prompt art bundles, my thought was to tell a story around the quality of your prompts. So this one goes like this. Most AR prompts are making your work look like everyone else's. But this one, it's my secret weapon for bold scroll stopping portraits. Created entirely with AI. Keep in mind, y'all, very few people know about AI and art. It's only a small percentage of us, okay? So created entirely with no AI, no Photoshop, no filters, and it works with any style you want. I've been testing it behind the scenes and the results have been wild. Comment bold and I'll pull you the exact prompt I use. All of our GPT creators tapping into this trend, building out an image carousel with one image and then making the last one something different is a great way to engage your audience. Y'all have been giving prompts away without collecting emails. So the idea is this: they comment bold, you send them a DM where they can sign up to get the prompt. Send them a link. Say, hey, here's my link. If you go to this link and sign up, I'll send you the prompt. Okay. But it's a way to take something popular, carousels, and very easily creating a story with one of your images. And at the end, if they want the prompt, if they want more art like this, if they want to join your community, you do some type of call to action to get them to be more invested in your brand. All right, so that's what I did with the GPT. I really love the consistent character, and then I was able to change what was here, and it still looks and feels like her to me. The background changed, but I can care less. So that's all. That's all I want to share on that front.
Cool. I like that.
I love that.
Never thought about doing this. That was a good idea, Martine. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. We talked about it in our class. We talked about creating carousels with AI. Now, those of you in the class, there's some other things that you can do to get to improve your reach with your carousels, but all AI artists, you definitely should be creating carousels with your art. It's huge right now, and it's so easy to.
Yep. We all should be jumping on that and to be able to use something that keeps a consistent look, like being able, it's actually for us, for mid-journey artists to be taking your art over, using her GPT to use that art, making it more consistent and keeping it. We can always do the same thing over using Omni, but to place it in different backgrounds and change in different looks and to be able to do the mock-up right there, you can do all of those things with this GPT. It is really, really a strong GPT. It's a strong GPT to work with. So I'm excited about the GPT. Oh, and the other thing that her GPT does, like let me get back in here because I wanted it to do. Boom. I wasn't in this one. I was in this one. At a certain point, I asked it for a print to make the artwork into a print to make the artwork printable artwork or wall art. It gave me an SEO title, it gave me tags, it gave me a description, it gave me hashtags, it told me how to do the deliverable. It gave me all of those things, but not only does it for that, it does it for Shopify, it does it for Gumroad, it does it for PayHip, it does it for Beacon. Um, and it also gives you other things that you could possibly do with your artwork. It has an event flyer for merch mock-up, for cards and invitations. It also does social media graphics. So she's written all of these things inside of the GPT that's absolutely phenomenal. So I didn't want to kind of gloss over that because normally she's able to show all those parts of it. Normally I just show the artwork and Taylor does the companion pieces. But since she's on the road, I didn't want to gloss over that. So I want to make sure that you guys knew all about those parts of the GPT as well. and it does a phenomenal job. I do those parts of it, but most of the time the creators usually do that part of their GPTs. So it is a phenomenal GPT. So I really appreciated working with it. Taylor, you
I
did a
was
great job.
Thank you. I was listening to Martine on the last live when she was talking about how you can get the keyword listings and everything off Creative Fabrica. So, and
Mm.
during that live, I was actually making that GPT that we're talking about right now. And I had got that and I asked it all the questions. No, it wasn't the live. It was it was it was one of the videos in her classroom in her school group.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and I went and I got a bunch of SEO keyword things. And I had ran it through chat, asked it all the questions that she asked it, and then put all of them instructions, all of that information into the GPT. Like, so it can give you like popular hashtags, but not widely. What was how did you word that? How did you word that, Martine? I cannot remember. But because I'm trying to drive and focus, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was listening when that's why I really need to get her class, because I need to go into great detail with that. But I was listening to her and I wanted to make sure that, because I always try to include SEO in my GPT, but
Yeah.
I didn't really know about key words like that and how useful they were. So I did it, and yeah, I was kind of proud. I was kind of proud of myself with that.
You're
So
like, look at me,
thank
look at
you for
me.
that information, 14. I wasn't even in the class yet. I'm gonna get that class, baby. Don't even trip, because I'm about to nail it. I'm about to nail it all.
Yeah, yeah, she's Martine does a really good job with how to get you to think outside of the box and actually show you how it's done to find those keywords and the SEO. It's just absolutely phenomenal. But
Yes.
your writing of the GPT was great, Taylor. Like when I first started first started my first playing with it and figuring out how to work with it, because I go in without any instruction from the GPT creators. They kind of tell us what the GPT is about. They send us the link, and I just go, I'm going to do this and see if it works. And then I start playing around with it, and I do other things with the GPTs, and then I play with, and then the ladies, they do their things with the GPTs, and then we discuss it. But then we come together and discuss it, and we discuss the pros and cons, and what we think about the GPT and what GPTs are going to put up. And but I was like, hey, this one has amazing consistency of character, and this is what I think. And they were like, okay, well then show the world. So that's what we're doing today. So I'm excited. As you guys know, I love the GPT because I'm still talking about it. Well, Taylor, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you, TRM. We love it over here. Thank y'all so much for having me and showing it off for me. I really appreciate y'all.
Oh, no problem, no problem. I wanted to make sure that you saw both of them, the model and the character, so you knew that they were both amazing, and they work amazingly together.
I would like to add something that I'm
Oh,
impressed.
okay.
I'm impressed. That oh my goodness. I use a lot of different apps to do what I need to do. That right there, I'm telling you, that right there will cut down your costs. So if you consider in using or getting that GPT, I'm gonna get it. It will cut down your costs. Trust me, when you started doing all these different types of videos, different things, you have to use so many different models to make it happen. Now they do have models apps out there that would do it all, but that's still expensive because you're still working with ChatGPT to pretty much do your heavy lifting. So yes, everybody should consider getting that. It's a big difference. I'm extremely impressed. Wow. Thank you, Taylor. I'll be. You can send that over to me now.
I got you. I got you, Will, and thank you.
Yeah, I know. When I started, William, when I started playing with that, I was like, man, this is pretty nice. This is, and I told you, I woke up this morning going, huh, I wonder. I wonder. Let me go throw this in here and see. Let me go throw this in here and see. And it actually did what I wanted it to do. And then when I gave it the instructions to change it over to Christmas, that's when I knew that I had something special on my hands. That's what I knew. The model, for me, models are easy, right? Yeah, throw that in there, do a model, hit the button. But the characters, consistency of characters, especially cartoon characters, to make sure their facial features are right and their hair is right, and to have it talk to that's really important to me. Um, William will say probably the opposite for him because he has toy, and having toy animate is a different thing. But for me, it's the opposite. The opposite for me. I to see that my caricature came out so consistent, it was absolutely phenomenal.
And not
Um,
only that, them earrings, they stayed the same. That
it's
is
the
a big
same.
deal. I get a lot of people collaboration, a lot of people reaching out to me. Hey, do these earrings. They want to send you different things. Do these earrings.
Right.
If you can keep that the same throughout all your, oh my, that's a gold mine. You
The
know,
gold mine.
yeah. I'm still waiting for that that
I,
GPT teller.
I got you. I got you. I'm about to boot up. I just walked through the door. I'm about to boot up.
Oh, okay.
I got you.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you, Taylor. You're always so absolutely phenomenal. If you guys don't realize, the wheel has closed and Martine has closed the wheel as we were chit-chatting about Taylor's GPT. But I do have something to talk about myself. As I said last week, I do have a class that's coming up on the 14th, which is this upcoming Thursday, called Frame Breakers. It is my class that I'm going to be teaching Mid-Journey Video. I know a lot of you guys have played inside of Mid-Journey Video and you guys are having fun with it, but Mid-Journey Video is a game changer. There are so many things that you can do with it. There are so many ways that Mid-Journey Video has changed not only my life, at first I was playing with it. I was playing with Midjourney Video. I was just hitting that animate button and just going, "Ooh, look how pretty." It's just really nice to see your still images animate. But once I got serious about video and actually opened my own channel, I realized the power of even a short video, the power of a short video, that people were actually looking for the things that I had created. And to be able to not only sync my videos and sync them to the music that I absolutely loved and use my video as an art form and an expression, is the thing that I want to bring to the video game and to the art game. A lot of people are using it for and as it should be used for marketing, but for me, I'm an artist, and I'm going to come at this from an artist perspective and how artists are going to be using this and how artists see it and how I, as an artist, am going to be using video, and how we're going to use video as an art form rather than a marketing tool. And we're going to use it as you can use it as a marketing tool, but you can use it as an expression more than anything. And sometimes as artists, we get overwhelmed by market, market, market. And I want to show you guys how to use your video um, an extension of your art, because your frames are art, what you place on your art to get it to look like what I have behind me is an art form. And as I bring it up so you guys can see it, everything that I chose on the image and how I chose the image with the fishes that go around, that's an art form. And doing what I do and how I do it and why I do it is what I want to teach you. So if you come to Frame Breakers on Thursday, we will go through the process of being able to use video as art. So if you are part of TRM Learning, you guys already know this is a TRM Learning approved class. So just go ahead and go inside of TRM. The code is there. But if you're not, please come in. I'm super excited to teach it. And I have a YouTube channel that you can see some of my art in expression right now. It's up, it's moving, it's doing its thing. I'm excited to have it. Um, over one William, it's new. I tested William over 1 week. I'm not like William's got big, huge, like 100,000 million views, but over my first week, I'm close to almost 10,000 views. And I'm excited about how I've moved, and it's been fun for me. It's actually doing video has brought back the joy of art for me. Because for a little while, it had become, because I've got to learn and teach, learn and teach, learn and teach, learn and teach. And there was a lot of learning new things so fast, so quick. I had to deprogram and lock down, and to come and learn video the way I've had, I had to stop myself and figure out what I wanted to do with video and how I wanted to express myself with video. And even coming up with the name, Talia knows I changed the name to this class. How many times, Talia? Like 10 times. I was like, I don't like that name. She was like, Regina, could you just put the name out? They don't care what the name is. I was like, but I don't like the name. I just don't. Mm-mm. So it is really important to me that as artists, use video and use it as an extension of our art. So come to Framebreaker. Let me teach you. And I'm excited to have you guys go on this journey with me, because as artists, we want to have ownership of our art, because people are taking away, they think that AI is not art. And I beg to differ. I beg to differ, because when you look at what I have behind me, there is no way you can say that that's not art. You can't, because I chose layering. I chose every part of that. I chose all of it. So it's all art. So I'm excited to have and teach my process and teach you guys how to do some of the same things. And we're going to have some fun. Do you guys have any questions about what we're going to be doing, or how we're going to? I'm not going to teach you how, but what.
Well, Regina, I just want to add something that you said. Art is it's about vision. It's really not how good it looks or how bad. I've been into art museums, and some things would be like, "How did that get here? Wait a
Right.
minute, how much that cost?" That looked like a kid just put fingerprints all over the place. But
Mhm.
art is basically what you see, what you feel, and what you see. That's all it is.
Yeah, you're right, because someone could put like a fingerprint with a piece of paint, with a fingerprint that has been dipped in paint on a canvas, that was dipped in gold and saved $50,000. Or the lady that does the swooshing. Have you seen her with the roll of paint and she swishes on it and it rolls over and the thing is not the same and then she goes and she cuts it up and she charges $100,000 for that. It she does, yeah. She goes around from museum to museum to museum and people wait in line for it. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. So art is different for everybody. It's different for everyone. Well, thank you guys so much. So I really appreciate it. I can't wait to teach you. And I think, Martine, I'm turning it back over to you.
Martine had to step away, so I'm gonna do the wheel tonight.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Oh, all right, Miss Talia.
Hold on. The wheel already done. All I'm doing is spinning. I don't want to
Oh,
hear it. Okay.
okay. All right. Okay.
don't, don't be trying to tussle. I ain't gotta do nothing but spin the wheel. Okay. I ain't gotta put no CSV file and all the extra stuff, and I ain't gotta do that. Okay. I don't think. Let me go back and double check. I'm just kidding. So let me get my notepad. Um, are we doing the same thing? Like Taylor, you're gonna give away to uh we gonna hold on the other surprise.
Yes,
Taylor
ma'am. Two is
Taylor's gonna give
over.
away two. Martine, are you giving anything? I don't know if she's still, I don't know if she's able to talk. I don't know. Regina?
Yeah. One.
One. Okay. And I'll give a replay away to my calendar class. Um, I don't know about Martine yet, so we just gonna leave it with these three. Um, y'all already got Monica's goodies because you can just go download those off of Creative Fabrica. Yep. So let me share my screen. Try to remember to share the sound this time. Okay. Can y'all see the screen?
Yes, Talia, we got it.
Yay! All right, let's go with the first one. Ooh, come on, T-Baby. You got one of Taylor's GPT. Look at God. Look at him.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is for the second one for Taylor's GPT. Man, LaShonda be winning, man. I don't know what kind of look she got. We need to go to Vegas, LaShonda. Okay. All right, this next one's for Regina's class, the frame breaker. Miss Ginger, congratulations. And the next one is for my desktop calendar replay. All right, Miss Crystal Woodard Jones. Crystal, you don't have it, do you? Yes, no, maybe. I might have to spin again. Nope. Okay. Yay, you won. Woohoo. Go, Crystal. All right. I'm gonna stop my share here because that is all for the wheel. But since you guys made it to the end, Mr. William McCraney himself has a GPT that he is going to give away to everyone.
Inside of the Zoom. I need
Everyone inside of the Zoom. I'm sorry about that, Facebook people. We do apologize.
clarify. We need to
So
clarify.
sorry. So sorry. Okay. Let me grab that GPT for you guys really quickly. I don't even
Being
know.
inside has its
What I
privileges.
do with it? Where is it at?
William, did you send it to
He sent it earlier, child, but hold on.
let me check. Is it in our chat?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I got it. I got it. Dropping it in the link right now. Look, don't be trying to sneak in here, Linda.
Linda's like, and she's like, I'm stepping in. I'm stepping into the bad side.
Look, 3 people are trying to get in here to get this GPT. Hold on now. Hold on.
You step into the bad side.
All right, this is the generator that William is giving away. I just put it in the chat, everyone. The genre flexible lyric generator. William, do you want to tell them about what this GPT will do?
Well, actually, it's geared for Suno, so it would generate your lyrics, the instruments that you um, could use with it. It just gives you a whole lot of different ideas. So it's very flexible.
We love it.
Y'all know I'm Suno challenged. Okay, so maybe this will help me. I'm Suno challenged in some areas. Like sometimes you know, I'll do right. I'll mess around and make a masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. But it's it's more hit. It's more miss than hit. So maybe this will help me out. I appreciate that.
And actually, every time I'm on, I will give a free GPT at the end of the show. So
Well,
please,
look,
if you want it,
it
you gotta do something.
don't
You
make me
gotta
stay
make
to
it.
the end. I don't know what will, honey, because these be some bomb GPTs. Okay.
I
I
tell
can't
you,
wait to play with Taylor's now since Martine done showed me what I can do with it, baby. Them carousels about to be lit. Ooh.
I'm telling you, that GPT is everything. The consistency and how it works, it's everything. She did a fantastic job with that GPT. She really did. Well, we want to thank you guys so much. And William, thank you as always for, oh, hey, Miss Lewis, how are you doing?
I'm
Welcome.
good. I was just watching the chat and I think Nikki, somebody had put in there that you didn't put in Taylor's link.
Oh, we didn't put Taylor's
Let me
link?
grab it real quick. I'm sorry if we didn't.
I'm
You know,
sorry. That might have been.
y'all know sometime now when Martine ain't here, y'all, she had stepped away for a minute that we might have thought that she had grabbed it. We sorry. Let me grab it real quick.
Thank you
Talya,
so
you do an amazing job. Stop.
Yeah.
It was in there because I was going to buy the GPT if I hadn't won it, but it was earlier in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Let
Because
me
I was like,
find it
because
though.
I'm talking, so I don't even look at the chat. Uh, but thank you. We'll put it back into the chat. We really appreciate that. Um,
Looking for it now. Hold
we
please.
really appreciate you guys coming every single Sunday. We want you guys to know that, and we want our GPT creators and Monica. Thank you so much for listening and executing on the vision.
Thank
Listening.
you. And thank you so much for pulling me out of the shadows. I appreciate it.
I
Because I've been lurking for a long time. It's time to get out here.
It's time to get out.
know,
It's
I
time.
know, I know. You have.
All
I'm
right,
glad
I got it.
we had to pull you on out. Pull you on out. Pull you.
Yank. Just say yank, yank. You yank me out.
Yeah. I was tired.
Okay.
School is a little too passive. You yanked me. It's okay. I needed it.
Gotta be a little
Did you
soft.
notice I changed my shirt because I'm getting ready to go in there and cook something 9 something at night.
Girl, I already
I had
cooked.
on my
I made my short ribs early. I knew I was gonna have to be on here. Maybe.
I had on my people gonna be looking at me shirts. I need to put on this my around the house. You know, you got the clothes that you cook in. This is
Yep.
something that you cook in. This
Yep. I get it. I get it.
We
Well,
needed to bring you on a bigger stage so the people could see what you really do have because your art is gorgeous and
Thank
it's
you.
absolutely what's needed for this calendar season. So we're just trying to get you out there so they can see and so other people can bring us some more full body images because we need them.
Hey,
mhm.
Talia, tell them if they slip, I am waiting in the weeds. I
Mm.
will take your
Look,
place.
you
Yes,
don't even
we
look,
are, William. Me and William gonna
say something.
get his art out there.
Let me tell you something.
I do
Yes,
not
let's get
play.
that out there. Let's get it because we need those full body images. We need them. We need them.
All right. I think what we're going to do as well, okay, also, if you are not a part of TRM school, please join TRM school. We really, really would love to have you a part of our school community. It is a wonderful place to be. It is great to be there. We are posting inside of our school community. It is absolutely a phenomenal place to be. We can't wait to have you guys over there. Um, I think Martina's got something cooking as far as placing all of the things for our people who are a part of our TRM learning, their stores and places to find their products. We're going to place that into our TRN community so you guys can find all those things. I can't wait to see how our school community blossoms and grows. If you are not a part of our Patreon, you should become a part of our Patreon. It is the best value. You get three top tier instructors when you get Martine, Talya, and myself. We are some of the best. You get layered communication. You get the queen of crafting herself, Miss Talya Morris. You get the SEO and money making Martine, Miss Martine Brown. And I'm going to just say it, I am the queen of generators. I'm good at what I do. I
You
can make a
absolutely
generator
are.
swing, sing, and swing backwards and forwards, front and back, up and down. And I love to test GPTs, especially art GPTs. It's something that I have an affinity for, and I've had an affinity for it since day one. I also test Canva codes, so if you guys have any Canva codes that are out there that you guys want to bring to TRM and have us show what your Canva codes can do, please bring those over so we can put those out to the world in your sales pages for your Canva codes because those need to go out there. Fourth quarter is coming up. We want to have your products on TRM. So we really appreciate you guys and we can't wait to show your products to the world. So Talia,
Absolutely.
it's on
Go
you.
to our in TRM, y'all in our Patreon subscription. If y'all don't want to get voluntold, you probably want to come on up here and mm-hmm. Yep. Just putting that out there real quick, just in case y'all want to go ahead and fill out that panelist form so you don't have to get voluntold because you're next. All right. This has been a wonderful Sunday. It's been great. The entire day is amazing. Monica, thank you so much for answering the call and coming on today.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so much. Taylor, thank you for an amazing GPT as well, as always. And William, thank you kindly for all that you do for TRM as a whole. Okay. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it. You've been with us. You look down like 4 flat tires from the beginning. And long as you rocking, we rolling, okay? Thank you. Thank you kindly. All right, so we won't hold you guys any longer. Those of you who won, congratulations. Martine has morning motivations on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7:15. Regina has Midjourney Mondays at 7. I have Color Me Calm on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I am going to force myself on the tick of the talk to color next week. I'm going to force it, okay? I'm going over there and color. I might cry while I'm doing it, but I'm going. All right. I'm going. I'm gonna be a big girl. I'm gonna jump off the ledge with my safety vest on. Sandra, help. Okay. Um, we'll see you guys later. Thank y'all so much. I will let y'all know in advance whenever I do decide to go live on TikTok.
You know where to find me.
I'm so scared. Y'all don't even know. I don't even know what's wrong with me. But okay. Y'all have a good evening. All right.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Night, everybody.
Good
Thank you
night.
for all the follows.